Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most vital pieces of equipment in my shop has utterly failed me. The warnings actually started about 8 years ago when I started receiving alarms and trying to figure out what was going on. Had a technician review the problem. They made recommendations. I followed those recommendations and things did seem to get better for a while. The alarms reduced, everything was good, but then they came back. So a few months ago, I went to see another technician. But the thing you have to keep in mind about this equipment is ideally you want it running 24/7. You don't want this to be shut down. And the only way to look at the problem without shutting the machine down is to take an x-ray. So that's what we did. So I went ahead and paid for this x-ray and found that things were worse than we thought. There's a custom fibrous band installed in every one of these machines, and this equipment is pretty expensive. Ideally, you don't want to replace it. If you can repair it, that's the scenario you want to go with. And it looks like I needed to do exactly that. It's difficult to tell from this x-ray, but it turns out that there are many microscopic tears in this band. And even at the end of the band, you can see that there's some calcium deposits forming into a nice pointy edge. That's not supposed to be there, folks. So I had no choice. We had to shut down the machine, chisel off these calcium deposits, repair that custom fibrous band, and reattach it to the lever that you see in the x-ray there. So at this stage, the mechanical repairs are done and the machine's been rebooted, thankfully without any issues. But there's still some internal diagnostics that need to run. The self-repair program still needs to run, and that'll take a couple of weeks to finish. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have this lovely souvenir that I'll be lugging around with me for the next 8 weeks. Oh gosh. Well, anyway, hopefully I'll be back to work here pretty soon and we can continue our reverse engineering of this robot arm, as well as recording some interesting things here. I'll get back to it as soon as I can get around without as much trouble as I'm getting around now. I almost forgot. Since the machine was already in the shop for repairs, we decided to take a look at the other belt, and it looks just as bad as the one we got repaired. So this is gonna take a while. I gotta wait for this one to heal, and then we'll move to the other side. It's about 8 weeks for each repair, so it's gonna be a slow process. Well, there you go. I thought I'd give you guys a little update and let you know what was going on here in the shop, which is unfortunately not very much. I'm gonna go back and get off of this foot and stubbornly wait for this thing to get better. Thanks for watching.